Good morning, guys. It's 4:40 in the morning, and I just wanted to say good morning. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you when I get home.
Hey guys, so I'm home from work. Was a long day. They switched around our break schedules, and that made the day seem exceedingly long. This evening I'm gonna clean the kitchen. It needs to be done badly. And then, we'll see how the rest of the night goes. Lindsay should be home next hour or two.
Hey guys, so got home from work a little bit ago. Josh and I are headed back over to the place that we got our phones. We got the new phones, and I'm not really sure why, but for some reason, whenever I call Josh's phone, my phone has this really weird, like, feedback echo. And I can always hear myself talk, and it's kind of weird. So maybe it's something with my phone, maybe it just needs to be exchanged, I don't know. So we're gonna go take care of that. But that's kind of a pain in the butt, but at least today in general was better. I'm pretty tired. I'm one of those people that I stress kind of easily. Nothing from the peanut gallery.
Kind of.
Nothing from the peanut gallery.
You're like the epitome of stress.
So what? I had a couple of ulcers at age 20.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. I was that little kid that you never had to figure out what I did wrong because I would send myself to my room. Or I remember one time when I was really little, my cousin and I were playing on our swing set that was in the back of my parents' house, and I went up the slide the wrong way and I wasn't paying attention, and I bumped into my cousin's head and I made her cry, and I thought I was going to be in so much trouble because I was going up the slide the wrong way. I was crying, ran into the house, and sat myself in the corner that I had to sit in when I was in trouble.
You were such a bad kid.
I was a terrible child.
I was.
And my mom I remember this because my mom comes out and looks at me. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm crying. And it's not even that I was really hurt that bad. I mean, of course, when you're a little kid, everything hurts. But I was crying and just trying to figure out what I'm crying about and why I've put myself in the corner. And then my cousin's crying. And I think, looking back on it, probably as the adult, I don't know how I'd keep from laughing in that situation. But that just kind of goes to show you that this is who I've always been. I've always been that person. And
Do I get to pick a corner now? That way when you do something wrong, you're just gonna sit in it?
If anything, you need the corner.
I do not.
He is more likely to do something to be in trouble than I am.
I am not. I'm an angel.
Uh-huh.
You can ask No, don't ask anybody.
Well, I was gonna say there are fallen angels as well. They're still angels. They're just
There you go.
you're just not quite as high up as you should be.
One wing in the fire.
Exactly. But so yeah, biggest thing today is just going in, taking care of the phone, and then I was so stressed out yesterday. I didn't get all of my paperwork done for my post-evaluation, which is tomorrow. Because what ends up happening is when you're a teacher and you have your evaluation, you have this pre-eval meeting which talks about, your policies, this lesson you're going to teach, and why you're teaching it that way, and what. You know what? You can edit it out later.
I won't though. I'll leave it.
And you have to basically justify what you're doing. Then the administrator comes in, they see what you're doing, they take their notes, make their comments, and then afterward, you have to kind of reflect on it and what would you do different next time. If you deviated from the lesson, why did you deviate? General things. But it's not difficult, but it's very time consuming. So that's probably how my evening is going to shape up. We'll just kind of have to go from there. So we're here. It takes about a half hour to drive. It's the only bad part about being out in Surprise. It's a little bit of a drive if you need to go anywhere other than Surprise. So we're stopping at the store I'm kind of excited that there's a Jamba Juice right next door, so we'll be actually stopping and getting some juice on the way home. Well, aren't you gonna get any juice?
Yeah.
Well, okay, we're gonna get juice, and I'll talk to you soon.
Alright guys, well, some bad news. Switching the phones didn't fix the problem for Lindsay's phone, so she still gets an echo when she calls my phone.
It's actually worse with this phone.
So apparently it's worse with this phone. But from what we understand, it sounds like it's a network issue with Sprint. So we've got an appointment at one of their repair centers to get that fixed. Gotta love Sprint, right? But so we did a swap out, and it's the same thing. It's the same issue. I don't know. Kind of frustrating, really, but to be completely honest, this is going to force her to start texting a little bit better, too. Ha ha ha.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to talk to a person on a phone. And texting for me takes a really long time. Don't touch it. It's cold.
We have Jamba Juice.
We have Jamba Juice. Well, that's what happens when it's past dinner time. You and I are going to be in bed in an hour and a half.
Something like that.
No. Texting for me takes a really long time because I can't shorthand. And
I don't shorthand, ever.
yes, but I also make sure that the commas are where they need to be.
I usually do.
No, texting for me, when I text, it usually ends up being a novel. But it has to be grammatically correct. And it needs to have the proper punctuation, it needs to be capitalized, those sorts of things. So, and if I'm gonna just talk to you, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, but now you can't because you get the crazy echo. So now you're gonna have to text until it's fixed.
Ugh. Ugh.
Ah.
Ugh.
The problem is when it comes to texting and whatnot, you try to say it all in one text instead of having a communication.
I have a lot to say.
Right, but that's my point. Instead of hi, how are you today? Good. It's hi, this is how my day went, and this is what happened, and this is the and that's why it's a paragraph long.
And
I'm just saying.
I have good
that's why you have a problem.
I have good communication skills.
But that's why you have a problem with texting. You know?
So I'm not a big texter. I'm not a big anything on my phone except I like
reading and anime.
I like games.
And games.
I like reading, and it's not anime. It's manga.
Excuse me.
There is a difference.
Not to me.
You would think after being married as long as we have and as long as we've been together, because it's been a long time.
Do we have a cat?
Yes, we have a cat.
It's all you.
You would think he would get some of the like manga anime differences just by like osmosis. Diffusion.
So.
Sorry, diffusion.
I don't think so. You really think I can pick it up by osmosis or diffusion? I purposely don't pay attention to that.
He watched Dragon Ball as a kid. That's all I gotta say. There is a difference between the Dragon Ball comics and the Dragon Ball show. Big difference.
Yeah, but what's that one that you used to watch that has a really weird name? Sounds like yoga or something.
Yoga?
Starts with an F.
Fashuga Yoyogi?
Yeah! What the crap is that?
Fashuga Yoyogi is a very old anime.
You have to understand something, though. The animes that I was watching, they were cartoons when I was a kid. There was no such thing as anime when I was a kid. Well, there obviously was, but you know what I mean. In the mid to late 80s or very early 90s, yeah, you know what? You'd watch Dragon Ball or you'd watch, one of those shows that came on, but there was no differentiation. It was cartoons. That's all it was.
Ronin Warriors was an anime.
I never watched it.
Why do I bother? You would rather watch watch Turtles.
You're damn right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, rock on. I watched TMNT 2 last night. You like it?
No, not like that.
One of these days, when I'm done with this fast, I'm going to rent or get all 3 on Blu-ray. I'm going to either make a pizza, a healthy pizza, or whatever. And I'm going to sit and have an ode to my childhood and watch all 3 of them and eat pizza. And that's just that.
We're not going to do that until I have a Star Wars day. We've been talking for a while, then I'm going to have to take an entire day off. It'll actually probably be a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to do this before the new movie comes out and just have to watch all 6 and just go all the way through. The question, though, is do you watch 4, 5, and 6 and then 1, 2, and 3?
Yes.
So that way you have it in order of release?
Yes.
Or do you watch 1, 2, and 3 and then 4, 5, 6 because you're looking at the chronological timeline that the story, the plot lines are supposed to come out?
I don't care about when the plot lines are supposed to come out. It's the chronological line of the story.
That would still be 1, 2, and 3. You're talking the line of the story. Storyline.
I said that 1, 2, and 3. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I've met some people that insist that you have to watch 4, 5, 6 first because those are the ones that were released first.
Negatory.
But
I have to get past Jar Jar Binks before I get into the good stuff.
Jar Jar. I remember thinking that he was annoying when they first came out. My little brother loved Jar Jar. Thought he was hilarious.
Well, look at him. I mean, okay, let's be realistic here. He's the literally token guy in the freaking show for comic relief. Of course, a 6, 7, 8, 9, however old Sean was at the time. Your old would love that. Of course.
Yeah. No. It's still funny. Oh, here. Let's see if I don't know if it's gonna focus in.
Focus.
Yeah, it kind of focuses in. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that the phone's still messing up because now tomorrow I've got to go and mess with it again.
Well, we'll take you guys along with the ride.
Yeah, you'll come along, you'll see how it goes. So we'll have to check in tomorrow and give you an update about how all that ends up.
Somebody's off having fun.
Alright guys, so we're home. We're going to start kind of settling in for the night. Got to get a little bit of laundry done for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for tonight. I hope you had a good day. And you think you're slick. We're going to go ahead, like I said, sign off. I hope you had a good day. And hopefully the rest of the week will be nice and short for you. And, you know, if you like the videos, definitely subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down at the bottom. Maybe one of you guys have heard of what's going on. Maybe you've seen it in your own phones where you get that weird echo. So if you've got anything, leave a text, leave a comment. Okay? Night.